Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do my first get ready with me video. I'm going to the Tampa Bay Rays game today for my birthday, and so I thought I would do a get ready with me video to show you how I normally get ready. It's very basic. I'll probably do a voiceover with this because I'm going to fast forward through it. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long video. So if you want to see how I get ready, then keep on watching. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I just dab that all over and rub that in. And I focus on the dry areas of my skin, which are usually my chin and around my nose area. Then I'm going to use my Lorac Perfection foundation, and I'm going to dab that all over my face until I get the amount that I want. And then what I'm going to use to blend that in is my Miracle Complexion Sponge from Real Techniques. I get that wet first, and then I squeeze out the excess water, and then that helps blend the foundation in very well. And it also gives you like a natural finish, so it looks like your skin, and it makes it look like you're not wearing any foundation. And I blend that in very well. I also make sure that I blend that along my jawline, so that way there's not a line where you can see my foundation, because that is a pet peeve of mine when you see someone's foundation on their jawline. It's not very attractive. Then next I'm going to use my Coastal Scents concealer palette. I use the two lighter shades on the end. One's a salmon color and the other one's just the lightest concealer shade. And I blend those together so that way it covers my dark circles and then also highlights the cheekbone area. And then once I get enough of that on there, then I'm going to take the Miracle Complexion Sponge again. I'm going to use the pointed side. And then I'm just going to keep dabbing again until I get that all blended out. Next, I'm going to prime my eyelids with Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. And I'm going to use a very light layer of that because it tends to crease if you use too much. And then I prime my eyebrows as well with that. That helps my eyebrows, once I color them in, stay on all day. And I just make sure that I blend that out very, very well. Otherwise it'll defeat the purpose and then I'll get creasing later on. Next, I'm going to draw my eyebrows on, and I'm going to use Anastasia Dip Brow, and the color that I use is chocolate. And then I use this artist brush that I got from Michaels. It's a very small angled brush, and it helps me to make my eyebrows very detailed. Since I don't really have eyebrows to begin with, I have to pretty much draw them on fully. So what I'll do is I'll start 3/4 of the way in and draw the shape of the eyebrow that I want, and then after that I will color it in so that way it is very opaque, and I will not go past the line, the 3/4 line where I stopped at, because the beginning of the eyebrow I'm going to use a lighter hand and a little bit less product to give it a nice fade. And I would say that the eyebrows take longer for me to do out of my entire makeup routine, so I'm only going to do one eyebrow on camera so you can see how I do it. And then once I get that in, I'm going to do the fade. So what I'm using is a very light hand with what's left over on the brush, and color the front. that eyebrow done. Make sure it's colored in very opaque. Make sure there's no sparse areas that aren't colored in or it's not patchy. Make sure the fade blends in very nicely. That I have that helps to give the face more dimension, and then I went into my time machine and fast forwarded and got my next eyebrow done. So now I am powdering the lightest parts of my face where I use the lighter concealer with the Axe Mineralized Skin Finish in Light, and then the rest of the face I'm going to use the Stay Matte Not Flat NYX powder in a little bit darker shade for the rest of my face to set my foundation. Then I'm using my Benefit Hoola bronzer with a Coastal Scents angled brush to do my contouring. And I usually contour around the cheeks and then up the sides of the forehead, temples, to give my face some depth. Once I'm done contouring, I'm going to use a blush from Too Faced, and it is called Peach Beach or Beach Peach. I can't remember the name of it. I got it during the 21 Days of Beauty sale for $15. They usually run about $30. And this stuff is amazing. It gives you a very nice glow with a little bit of color, and then it makes it so it's not obvious that you're wearing blush. And I'm using a Coastal Scents brush for that. And I'm going to highlight my cheekbones with Soft Contour by MAC. And then I'm going to use this brush that I got from the Tarte Carried Away collection. It was a Christmas set from about 2 Christmases ago. Highlight my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Now I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo pencil and milk, and I'm going to dab that on my eyelids and keep the eyelid area just a very thin layer, and I'm going to make sure that it's blended out very well. What that's going to do is when I layer the color on top, it's going to make it very vibrant top more. Now the palette that I'm going to be using, it's the After Glo Lorac palette. It's a new palette that just came out a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to use a pencil brush from Coastal Scents. I'm going to use the peach or coral color, and I'm going to use that on the outer V. They don't have any names on the palette, so there's no name, so I'll just have to describe which ones I'm using. But I'm making a V shape on the outer corners of my eye, both sides, so I get the shape that I want. Brush, and I'm going to go in with a light pink shimmery shade. It's a pale pink with some shimmer, and that's going to go over the rest of the eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it in with that coral shade so that way it has like a gradual seamless look to it. Or ombre effect. Then I'm taking more of that coral, and I'm just going to go back and forth with the coral shade and the paler pink shade until I get the blended look that I want. The thing with working with eyeshadows is sometimes you have to go back and forth constantly to get the layered look or the blended look that you want, and you have to be very, very patient. Once I was done with that, I wasn't quite satisfied with the look, so I wanted to add some more depth to it, which you'll see here in a moment. I'll take a fluffy brush, and the one I'm using right now, by the way, is a Sonia Kashuk brush that I got from Target. But once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with the white shade. It's just a plain matte white. And then I'm going to use my favorite brush that I love for highlighting my brow bone. It's a brush I got years and years and years ago in some generic makeup kit. But the brush held up very well, and it just works great for the brow bone area. So I'm going to use that white color and color in the brow bone area. I wasn't satisfied, so now I'm going in with a smaller fluffy brush from Coastal Scents, a clean brush, and then I'm going to take the light brown shade in the palette, and I'm going to put that in between on my crease where the brow bone color and the coral color meet. And what that's going to do is provide a transition and give it a little bit more depth. Being that I have hooded eyelids, that's important. Now I'm going in with a smaller fluffy brush, taking the dark brown shade and concentrating that on the outer corner, but also at the same time not trying to take away from the coral shade that I put down first, but give it, again, like I said, a little bit of depth. Then I'm taking the fluffy brush after I clean it off, and I'm blending the brown out. Next, I'm taking a Maybelline Color Tattoo. It's an edgy emerald. It is a light teal or seafoam color. And then I'm going to take a liner brush, and I'm going to smudge that on the lower lash line. Awesome evil spirit, awesome evil spirit, awesome. All the men of faith, the men of science, and the questions. Could it ever be? Next, I'm going to take another pencil brush, also from Coastal Scents, taking the lighter blue-green color from that palette again, and then I'm going to smudge that over the Maybelline Color Tattoo. And what the Maybelline Color Tattoo did was it provided a base for that shadow, so that way that shadow shows up more vibrant. And then I'm going to take what's left over from the brush I used for my light powder to set my foundation and blend that teal color out. Next, I'm going to line my waterlines with a nude eyeliner, and this is from Rimmel, and it's in the color Nude. I'm going to spray my face with the herbal spray and rose water from Mario Badescu to set my makeup. I like this stuff better than the Urban Decay, and it's about 1/3 of the price, and it works just as well. And then I'm going to do my infamous wing liner with my usual Prestige liquid liner in black. Also, while I remember I was going to do an outfit of the day, but I ended up changing what I was wearing, and I ended up going with just some Old Navy jeans in the Diva style, and then a Rays shirt, a Tampa Bay Rays shirt. Now I'm going to do my lashes. I'm using Clump Crusher from CoverGirl. It's the waterproof, and I think it's in the black brown or the black. Next, I'm going to do an ombre effect on my lips. So what I'm going to take first is the NYX Lip Butter lipstick, and I think it's in Tango or Mango Tango, but it's like an orange lipstick, and I'm going to concentrate that on the outer corners of my lips. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to take another NYX lipstick. It's one of the matte ones, and it's a nude color. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a very like pinky nude color. And I'm going to concentrate that on the center of my up and bottom lip. And then I'm just going to keep blending those back and forth until they are blended seamlessly. And then I'm going to top that with a gloss from Bath & Body Works, and it is just a clear gloss once I'm done with the lipstick. And then when I apply the gloss, I'm going to use a very light hand because I don't want to muddy the colors that I just put on. Next, I'm going to spray myself with my Chanel Chance spray, or perfume. And now it's time for my hair. As you can see, I just straightened my hair. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Hypercolor pigments from Anastasia. This one's in Lola Lilac. And then what I do is I spritz some of the sea salt spray into my hair because you need your hair wet in order for this to take. And then I put my hair between my thumb and then the hair product, and then just run it through in the spots where I want the color to be. And the salt spray dries pretty quickly, so I have to go back and forth with it to get the product to stay. And then what you'll have to do after that, if you decide to try this, is you need to use some kind of hairspray to set it. And it washes out. But also, while I'm at it, I just want to tell you the accessories that I'm wearing. The watch that I'm wearing is a Fossil watch. It's one of the rose gold watches. My necklace, it's a bow necklace. I got that from Rainbow, as well as the earrings and the ring that I'm wearing. And then that's it. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to see more videos, and see you soon. Bye!